Hi guys, welcome back to Seduce Me, part 3. Yep, we left off in a really exciting part. I mean, honestly, don't know what to expect, so I guess we just jump right in again.
What?
What? Wait, what? He's also, how is he, what? That should have been a headshot. What should have ended as a headshot ended with a loud but empty blank shot. The pistol echoed its empty shot as the man grew more and more pissed, pulling the trigger over and over in aggravation. What is going on if he doesn't know what's going on either? Luckily for my ears, it became quieter after its first shot.
Why the fuck won't you work?
This place is protected.
I knew it! I knew it. You were doing something during the dinner, and I thank you for that.
What did you say, shrimp?
This place has a seal, protecting it from hellborn magic.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Ah!
The man growled and threw his gun at Sam, who was able to dodge it in time. The pistol bounced off the ground a couple of times before sliding further away, hitting the wall in a final stop. As it stopped moving, the gun faded into black flame that faded into the air.
The previous owner had this place protected by magic, Malix.
Oh? What? Malix, that was his name. His existence resonated in my memory from a dream I had. However, I looked to Matthew in the same confusion as Malix did. My grandfather was a demon? This place is protected by magic?
It would seem that your grandfather had some sort of protective barrier around this house. From the looks of it, it only disabled...
No! Disabled hellborn magic. Malix's face grew to that of an extreme anger, his fist tightening as if he was crushing a stress ball.
Then what's stopping me from dragging your asses out and shooting you then?
Out of pure instinct, I stepped forward and placed myself between... Are you stupid? Yeah, you're stupid. I stepped forward and placed myself between Malix and the boys. With no power, Malix wasn't going to fight. I took the chance to stand up to him instead of being powerless like I was in the dream. Malix growled at me, walking right up to me and leaning close to my face. I glared back, feeling my courage skyrocket. Leave this place is what you said.
Since when does a little stain like you give orders to a guy who can rip your pretty little head from your body?
You really don't think, do you? If you kill me, you'll be hunted down by more than just the police.
You little...
Oh, wow. I am sassy. Or she's sassy. Duck? I can't. Duck? I ducked underneath Malix's incoming hand. I stared at his hand from the black flame tattoo in surprise. As I took a couple steps back from Malix, Matthew and Damien stepped in front of me, guarding me from Malix with their arms.
A quick one. I'm liking you more and more.
Back off, Malix!
Don't start acting tough, you pathetic excuse of a demon. You need more protection than her.
Shut up!
Oh, did I make the little Matthew cry? Why don't you just grow a pair?
Enough, Malix!
The woman who had been standing in silence the whole time planted a firm hand on Malix's shoulder. Malix looked back at her with a growl and a glare that could kill.
Since when did you get the guts to speak out of place?
We both know you've never controlled me. I want them dead just like you do. But now's not the time.
Fuck off! I know what I'm doing.
Do you? Even if you did fight them, there's 5 against 2. We never win.
Shut up!
Let's go, Malix! We're wasting our time!
The two growled at each other. If they could have used their magic, I could sense that fire would glow from under their teeth. Malix grunted and glared at the boys. He pointed at James, wanting so badly to use his fingers like a knife.
Just wait, pretty boys. We'll get you and fuck you up real good.
I don't know why, but his laugh cracks me up. Then Malix turned to me, moving his finger to point directly between my eyes. Oh?
And don't think you're safe. Step outside. I dare you.
That made me unconsciously put a hand in front of between my eyes. That scared me. With that, Malix and the woman walked out of the mansion. The doors closed behind them, leaving the boys and I alone once again. I felt my knees give out from under me, forcing the boys to quickly turn to catch me.
Whoa, whoa! Are you alright?
Yeah. Why was he here?
He's been closely tracking us. Our blood trail from the forest must have led him here.
We should have stopped him and finished it here.
For once, Matthew, I agree with you.
I stood up and rubbed my arms, feeling the goosebumps Malix left behind on me. I couldn't stop myself from shivering in fear of his words. Malix, was he a demon?
That son of a bitch is not a demon.
Oh,
He's a devil.
a devil? There's a difference?
Yes, demons come from a different plane of existence called the abyssal planes. Devils, however, come from one of the 7 circles of a place humans know as hell. Despite us not being human, we are very different creatures.
I just thought of the candles. Which one would he be from? Which circle? I'll think of that later.
We actually have brains, for one. Devils always like to cause trouble and try to kill or torture others for their own enjoyment. Demons, like us, know when to use our powers and when not to. We're not stupid.
Devils follow orders from higher-ups in their order, and their power only comes from their connection to hell. Demons all have free wills and don't rely on where they came from to use their powers.
This was all so confusing. Demons and devil and magic all existed, and I happened to land in the middle of it. What do we do?
You're safe. You've been protected as well.
What?
What Damien's saying is that the magic that protects this place also protects you.
Oh.
Your grandfather must have cast it when you last saw him or something of that nature. We can sense its aura around your body.
Then what is my grandfather? A magician? Mage? Warlock? A demon as well? And what killed him? I couldn't believe my ears. It was the 3rd day of surprises, and this one took the cake on being the most surprising. I felt my head spin once again. What did I get myself into?
Miss, please don't worry. We'll find a way to train ourselves and become stronger to finally finish this feud.
I'm gonna kick his ass right now!
Until then, we'll protect you as much as we can. If Malix comes back, we'll be here for you.
But what about going outside? Won't he?
Like we said, you have a protection spell on you. Even if Malix attacks you, he won't be able to use his magic on you. He'd be just like any other human you can fight back against.
Yeah, but he can use my friends against me. Out of that?
Didn't you say you knew Taekwondo?
Well, yeah. I felt somewhat relieved that I was mostly safe from Malix. Still, I could not help but feel very nervous and apprehensive about the future. The boys were safe here to train and become stronger. What if Malix did the same? Even more more so, I was lost about how my grandfather knew about magic. I had to find out. To the library! At least I had time. I went to bed that night feeling nervous. Despite the words of the incubi, I felt like a target to something I'd never be able to explain or prove. Magic? Devils? Demons? How did this all even happen? Should I really meddle with the situation? They are only staying until after they defeat Malix. That's right. They said that they were only stay until after they defeated Malix. After that, my life could go back to normal. Temporary insanity, as Kay would say. The question was then, what would I want them to leave? If my life went back to normal, then I'd have to care for the house all by my own. I'd get to focus on my life instead of being distracted by the boys. I'd have to. My life? Where was my life going anyway? I was under pressure from my parents, with only my friends and the boys to comfort me. Without the boys, I'd have no way to hide from my responsibilities. Enough. Let's just sleep and deal with tomorrow when it comes. Defeating my sense of thought, I forced myself to sleep, unsure of what tomorrow had planned for me. Hopefully, whatever the future had for me, I would be ready for it.
I promise to be with you forever.
This is weird.
You're so important to me.
I swear I'll give my life to you.
Please, let me love you.
I'll be by your side, always.
I can't imagine living without you.
I want to be with you.
I love you.
I am feeling kinda... Alright. Kinda flustered now. I slowly opened my eyes, letting the voices of my dream echo in my head and force me awake. I rubbed my eyes before sitting up and looking at my clock. 7 a.m. Why am I up so early? I fell back onto the bed and closed my eyes, trying to go back to sleep. However, something kept me awake. Why? It's too early to even be alive. I gave up and sat up, staring at the fireplace across from my bed. A sigh escaped from between my lips before I threw my legs over the side of the bed. What to do at 7 a.m. in the morning? I don't know. Explore the house, make some coffee, or work on homework. As if I'm gonna work on my homework. You're crazy. Explore the house. I decided it was a good idea to wander around the house. I never really explored it much as a child, so there was bound to be new surprises. To the library. Well, come on, feet. Let's go on an adventure. I stood up and exited my room, hoping that the boys were still asleep. I began to wander the halls on my end of the house, opening each door to find what room each door led to. Quickly, I found an old office. A desk and chair sat by the far side of the large bookshelf of documents and memorabilia donned its nooks and crannies. There were a couple of pictures of me growing up peeking from the shelf as I walked further into the room. I don't believe I've been in here before. I try to recall memories of ever seeing this room, coming up with nothing as a result. This room was new to me. Did I want to disturb the furniture? I'm curious. I gently opened the shelves and any drawers I saw in the room. In a couple of them were books and even sewing kits. I assumed they were used for my grandfather's toys, so I left them alone. One drawer, however, was locked, no matter how many times I pulled. Grr, come on, open! Nothing. It would not budge. The drawer beside it, though, did, revealing a laptop. Why is there a laptop in a drawer? I lifted it from the drawer and carried over to the desk and chair, opening it. It was a high-tech laptop with a retina scanner as a padlock. I was not sure whether or not to try to unlock it or not. Try. Ooh, what was that? What was that red thing? I decided to try. I turned on the computer and leaned my face near the retina scanner, lining the camera with my eye. To my surprise, I heard a ping come from the computer before the screen opened to a desktop. Huh, look at that! On the desktop were documents and folders labeled with different aspects of the Anderson Company. Taxes, profits, bylaws, products, the list went on and on. If I really did want to become the CEO of the Anderson Toys Company, I had everything about it at my fingertips. Dad would sure be impressed.